While most kids her age are worried about going to the movies or hanging out with friends, this Twin Cities girl has other things on her mind. We first told you the story of Maria Keller a couple of years ago.
She was all of 8 years old back then and had just started this massive project. She wanted to collect 1 million books for underprivileged kids. Well, tonight, Maria is on the verge of hitting an important milestone, and KARE 11's Jeff Olson has our extras update.
Which should this be in? Is that what you're asking?
The story reads,
There was this little girl named Maria.
just like a fairy tale.
Who wanted to make a big difference.
A happy girl named Maria hears something that makes her sad.
I have a lot of books at home.
But unlike herself,
Got to have books and some kids didn't.
then 8-year-old Maria makes a pretty grown-up decision.
To collect 1 million books by the time I'm 18.
And at first she said 1 million books, and I kind of took a gasp, and then she said by the time I'm 18, which is almost 9 years from now.
That's Maria's mom in 2009, when the project, now called Read Indeed, was just getting off the ground.
This one's fine.
When the volunteer base
Pass the test.
didn't extend far beyond family, and the books hadn't spilled much past the dining room.
We've got about 5,000 or 6,000.
That's about the time this tale really takes off.
The little girl got bigger, and so did her collection.
Word spreads, books stack up, and in just 2 years,
About 465,000.
Maria is closing in on the halfway mark of her mission.
We just never knew that it would grow so quickly and become so large.
Today, Read Indeed is a full-fledged nonprofit run by Maria and her board of directors.
She raises her hand at the board meetings to talk, which is very funny. She always has an idea.
The book drive has outgrown the dining room and now operates out of this warehouse, where there's a lot more room for donations and all the helping hands needed to process them.
Yeah, you'd have to read this with your mom or dad.
So now we can sort and categorize and count and have lots of space for the books to be stored until they can be delivered or shipped out.
Some of these books will end up at a charity that's just up the street. Others will get to children who are halfway around the world. From New Hope to New Orleans, Eden Prairie to Ethiopia, anywhere a kid is without a favorite book.
I wanted to give them the choice to be able to read.
I think it's pretty amazing that a little girl has done such an extraordinary amount of work to make that happen.
We're going to go put these books in B.
Maybe one day kids will read about the little girl named Maria, who heard about a need
And made a huge difference.
a real-life story that just begs for that classic close.
And they lived happily ever after.
In Hopkins, Jeff Olson, KARE 11 News.
Well, you can help Maria get closer to her goal of 1 million books. Through the end of this week, M&I Bank and KARE 11 are doing a book drive for Read Indeed. And if you donate 25 books, you may qualify for a free pass to Water Park of America. And we've posted the details on the community page of our website. It's KARE11.com.